Welcome back to another Doggers Ben video. Today we will be continuing our work on the Lima 38. See, I've removed the motor. And also I've got this replacement motor from eBay. I'll be putting the link in below. So first of all, when I try to fit it, goes in there like so, but you need to glue it. You don't get a good contact with the base. It jiggles around all that. So you'll have to cut off this bit of burr here. Sunlight's terrible. Okay, I've finished the little bit of operation. I removed the brass bearing, and the plastic bearing was on there. This now allows the motor to sit firm. Replace the motor to sit firmly in the chassis. I went and did it with side cutters to allow me to get a better firm cut. By the looks of it, it will just clear the wheels. So no need to modify it any more than I have to. Just power up to check. I'm only using a 9-volt battery, just to allow me a bit better control. Seems like it's clearing the wheel, but just in case, there is a mark where it's been scratching. So I'll file that a bit to clear it a little bit. Okay, I've adjusted that. I've taken a bit of the motor. I've also gone ahead and recut a bit more of the plastic bush off was on there. So now this fits perfectly inside. Like so. As you see, I've cut enough now that the wheel's perfectly cleared. So next, what you do is you glue there, like all along where there's places of glue. Once it's glued, it will hold in there quite nicely. Then I've got to re-quarter the wheels. I think most of them are re-quartered. Just got to do this one here. The rest are pretty much in line, and then I've just got to reassemble the valve gear. But once this is somewhat back in operational condition, I'll set the battery up to send it for a battery run around Doggers Bend just to check it's all functional. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. And I'm back. Pretty much why I had to do a thing, I was gluing in the motor into the housing, and it appeared the glue I used was not strong enough. So anyway, while I'm waiting to get more glue, I'll just go over what I've done. So I've re-soldered all this. Pretty much with Lima 38s. Well, this one at least has a tender pickup, so it picks up half its power from the center. So I had to figure out a new way to put a new pickup there because of why. For all intents and purposes, the reason that triggered this rebuild was this pickup was not working, and also need a new motor in it. So I had to redo this. So hopefully, this is a draw run locomotive. This used to convert the power. I'm removing that and isolating that from the power pickup, which was in here. So now it's being changed over to a Y pickup. It's going straight to tender. For all intents and purposes, why I was getting confused, I couldn't remember how the wiring went together. Through trial and error, I figured this out. The power gets picked up on the locomotive side here. That one goes straight to the motor. One wire goes to the headlight. The headlight goes down, it goes into the return wire, which joins up to the tender pickup to complete the circuit that goes on the motor. So when I electrify this model, just put that there temporarily. One wire will go on to this bundle of wires, I'm going to shorten it to avoid any wire mess ups. So I'll probably shorten the red up to about here, and wire that down, and then tape that down there after I thing, and then I'll put the other wire on this wire here. And again, isolate it, go over electrical tape and everything to isolate the join, and then the job inside of the loco will be good. And then connect the end of this wire to this brass plate, which is intended that connects up to the bogies. And through this method, I'm hopefully going to make this bit that connects up to the old drawbar redundant. So it will still be there acting as support, but it will not be won't be using to pass any power on. I hope you're enjoying the series, and have a lovely night. Welcome back. It's been about 2 days since I started the video. I've got glue now. I've got super glue. I've got the motor. So anyway, what you do, put a little squirt there, squirt there. Make sure you do not get them in those holes. If you get in the holes, game over. Because congratulations, you would have broken your motor. And now I'll be doing this off camera just to make sure I get it right. You put it in the motor housing. Like so. Like so. As you see, the drive wheel's just missing the motor. I think hang on, just a bit too far out. Hang on to it. There it is now. So now I've got to wait for it to set. Once it's set, then I'll think about wiring the bugger up. I'll stop this part of the video now, and I'll jump to another cut once it's dry. Welcome back. Now the motor's dry, I can start wiring her up. So as you see, I've already wired up the return going to the tender. I've also resoldered that, which came off when I was stripping the wire back. So anyway, so you wire this one onto here. Because remember, with electricity, you must always have a positive and negative, or a positive going to and going from. I've tested it with a motor to make sure there's no binding or anything like that with a battery, so it all works. Someone was giving me trouble. I'm not sure what. Sorry if I sound a bit strange. I'm currently getting over the flu again. Getting sick of it. Literally sick of the flu. Twist the wires together. Eventually when they start to go together. Now wait for my soldering iron to warm up. Also, I've come to a point where I've got to think about repainting the model. So what do you guys reckon? Should we go green, leave it green, or should we repaint it black? And also, should we scratch build a new tender? I've sized up against my Lorica ones. The tender's too short. Should we just leave it like a wrong tender, or should we either kit build one, or should we cut this one apart and length from the tender and give it a correct back tender profile? Like on 38s, we don't have that on the back, and we don't have those water fills like that. I believe this came from a French Mikado, like in the way of the tender design. Let's see if this is warm enough yet. So yeah, with soldering, the idea is not to, no, hang on. With soldering, the idea is not to use a soldering iron to the solder on there and put the solder onto the wire. The idea is to warm the wire up and put the solder on. Would have been easier if I tinned these wires beforehand. Just like that. Pretty sure there's a solder now, but still to be sure I'll go over again. That one's a mess, so I'll just clean that one up before I do anything with it. I accidentally took a bit too much wire off when I was cleaning the wire jobs up. Now that should all be soldered up now. Yep, that's all soldered up. Now we just got to, now we'll go across with electrical tape and we'll isolate those to make sure they don't cause an electrical short circuit. So next job is to drill or cut a hole in the back of the tender cab for the new wire to get passed through to the tender onto the brass plate. But yeah, I'll edit this part up and I'll upload it.